Good morning. I'm Joyce Malin. I'm excited to be with you, and we're going to be making our own Play-Doh today. What a fun thing for you to do as a family. Now, the first thing I want you to notice is the supplies we need. Oil, cream of tartar, regular seasoning area of the store, water, and red, yellow, and blue, the three primary colors of food coloring. You need a big pan to mix it all in and some heat-resistant item for stirring it on a stove. This is a 4-cup container here, or 4 cups like this. You put it in your pan. You need 3 cups of water, and you put it in your pan. It says 8 tablespoons of cooking oil, but 4 tablespoons is a 1/4 cup. So some of you can do the math. If it's 8 tablespoons, so that would be 2 times 4 instead of a 1/4 cup, you need a 1/2 cup of oil. Not sure why they wrote the recipe that way. And you're going to need a 1/2 cup of cream of tartar. So you will need several containers from the store. You mix it together in your pan, you put it on the burner, and you stir it for 3 to 4 minutes. Now there's a still picture that you can see that will show you what it will start to look like. As you're stirring, and you stir and you think this is never gonna make it, you have to keep scraping to the bottom. And parents, you can help your kids with this. It can be on a medium heat. And as you're stirring, it's gonna start to pull away from the sides of the pan. I have a gas stove, so it was pulling away in the center before the outside edge. It was very watery around the outside and getting really thick in the center. So my husband helped by holding the pan with hot pads, and I'm stirring big on the inside. So if your kids are gonna help on the stove, let them do the stirring at the beginning. Then when you get it pulling apart, you remove it from the stove and let it cool for 5 minutes. Since I made this Play-Doh the other day, I put some of the coloring into it already. So, and you need to store it in the refrigerator in Ziploc bags or a good airlock bag. If it's in Ziploc bags, they're going to be very moist. And so then when it comes out, you have to knead it. What happened is the dough was nice and white, and I should have kept some of the white dough. And you separate it into 6 balls of Play-Doh, and you add yellow to 1, and you can see it's not thoroughly mixed yet. I can mix this some more, and mixing it means you're kneading it. If you've never made bread, this might be one of your favorite things to do in the future, parents. Your kids will love it. And so what you do is you knead it. You can, and it doesn't matter what you do. You can twist it to mix it. You can just keep folding it over. Just don't roll it like this, because that's not going to do anything. You have to put some pressure, and that's going to be mixing your dough. You can see what a nice consistency it has, and if I pull this apart, you can make some nice sculptures with it. I'll show you a trick with that in a few minutes. You can see I already made orange by mixing together yellow and red. Nice color of orange, well mixed. Violet was mixing together blue and red. And so if I wanted to show you how to make your own orange, you could put red and yellow together. See how I'm kneading it between my fingers? Sometimes I make a snake, roll it all up again, roll it some more between the two palms of my hand, folding it over some more. And I've made an orange. Now this orange is darker because it has more red in it. So I can always add more red if I want to change the color. You can have a lot of fun with this. You can also do it by adding the food color to the dough. Now the red is powerful. Oh, I like this orange. Look at that color. You see it's on my fingers, and that will take a little bit to wash off, but if you have gloves, you can always knead it while the colorant is really wet. You can see I got some blue on me last night and I didn't get that scrubbed off yet, but a little sugar scrub or salt will help take that off. So some of the fun is making your Play-Doh and kneading the colors, but making things is the best. So I'm going to make a little chick. Actually, I'm going to pinch off part of the dough, making a nice ball of the dough between my hands. I'm going to pinch ahead so it will come up, pinch it between my thumb and pointer, bring up the back, pinching it to make it look like the back of the tail of the baby chick. Lay it on its side here a second. The baby chick has 2 wings, so I'm making 2 balls about the same size. Pinching it flat, not too thin, leaving it rounded at one end, more of a triangle at the other, like a raindrop or a teardrop. Now be 1 wing to the chick. I'm going to try to make the other wing about the same size. I'm going to add it to the other side. I'm going to leave it standing out. Kind of helps balance it. I'm taking the orange and pinching it between my pointer, my thumb, and my pointer and my thumb on the other side. I've made a pyramid or a triangle, 3D triangle. When I put this on the front of my baby chick, he's got a big beak. You can use a toothpick or a shish kebab skewer, and you can make eyes. I could even get a little ball of the dark blue or green and put it in, stick it in with a toothpick. You can use a toothpick or the skewer to make the nostrils on the beak. You can even use popsicle sticks or tongue depressors. I like using bread tags. You can break them in half even, and you can make it look like the feathers on its wings. I could turn this into a baby duck by rounding the end and making 2. I only have 1 right here, but I could make 2 webbed feet to sit with the baby duck. There's lots of books and places where you can get ideas. Crayola with Modeling Magic has lots of sculpting ideas. Just Google it online. There's books from the library. You might have some of these Klutz books at home, and you can also find them online. I finished making a second webbed foot for this turning into a duck. I've made 2 little round balls. I want to keep them the same size or as close as possible. I'm stabbing him in the eye with a toothpick, poking it in the hole. And look how cute that eye is. Whoops. Stay up straight, got it, buddy. Stabbing the other little ball. Putting in the other eye. So there's my new little friend who started out as a chick and I evolved him into a duck. That's the best thing about being the artist, because you can create whatever you want. You can make up an animal, you can start with one thing and it becomes another. And the cool thing with Play-Doh is you can take the colors apart, mush it together, and make something new over and over again. Have fun with Play-Doh, making it and sculpting with it, and sharing it with your friends. Bye.